We're on our way. Some white kids heading out into the woods because that always ends well. Ooh, you can't see me, but we're at a farm slash corn maze slash pumpkin patch today. Super fun fall stuff. Woo, goats.
Hey Riley, come here.
Her name is Sweet Baby Princess.
Sweet Baby Princess. Coffee and cream. Oh.
Look, Flash and Sarah Beth.
Is that a little cow over there? Oh my gosh, is that a little cow? It's a little cow. Oh my god.
Called a cat.
It's a baby. Oh my gosh. He's meeting the little horse. We're at the farm. Hi, little guy. Do not feed other horses.
Take a selfie.
Pumpkins everywhere. Oh, the proceeds go to Nemours.
Who?
Nemours, the children's.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. This is how you know it might be a good night because we are in the woods. Are you scared?
Terrified.
I'm scared of how bad my stomach's been all day. I hope they don't scare the you-know-what out of me. Alright, let's see what this is about. This is Fear Trails.
Put this money back in my wallet.
Money. Fear Trails in Amelia Island.
There is a what?
Yeah, she just said that. Are you scared? You are now. Now that you heard there might be paintball and shooting. We're sort of in the woods. I don't know what's happening, but this feels very Blair Witch. Our car is parked in the middle of nowhere, almost. Oh, they're dramatically opening the gate. A man was just screaming. We're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Yeah, that man was yelling.
It's open!
There you go. Okay, so I cannot film in here, but I'll be letting you know our full thoughts. At least I will.
If we make it out.
If we make it out.
Hey there.
I know, I'm gonna put it away. We're about to go in. The skeleton is singing. Zombie paintball. Oh, so much fun. God. No, thank you. Alright, we are leaving the field trail. It was fun walking in the woods at night. There were a few good scares, but I don't know, it's weird doing a haunt in the COVID era because they said they were going to keep 6 feet, but a couple of times people were right up in our face. But then a lot of the times, some of them didn't even come very close at all. So, what do you think? It's very dark.
Cool.
I mean, it was cool. And you can hear chainsaws from yonder. I don't know, I'd like to come back and see it maybe in a time where they can actually like scare us. But zombie paintball was fun.
Yeah, do that again.
I love any opportunity to shoot things. Okay, so I will say this about it. You can't see me at all because it's very dark. Let me see if I can get like a spooky light going here. Spooky, creepy paper. Creepy paper. Let me get my flashlight here. Because I have thoughts.
I want to make sure that dude with the light isn't behind me.
I don't know what I just did. Okay, so we did make some fun friends. That was nice. I love a haunt that brings people together. This older couple just decided that they were going to be our buddies and go through the haunt with us. They just volunteered themselves to be our friends, but the more the merrier to haunt. I need to show y'all the line. It is what? I can't read military time. What time is it?
It's almost 8.
Almost 8, and the line is literally like wrapped down the parking lot with one really sketchy porta potty that scared the living daylights out of me. But again, my favorite part was the part at the end. The very last thing you came to was called the campground.
That's our friends right there.
Our friends! Bye, friends!
Y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye, guys.
Oh, our friends. The best part was at the end called the campground. And they made you like walk inside of like a scary tent, and they had those weird lights where it looks like you're wading in water, and there were some people crouched under there. That was pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
I'm just trying to get through these cars.
He's just trying to, I thought it was she. That's where my brain is. But yeah, it was legit-ish. It was a little sketchy during COVID, but what isn't these days? Oh my gosh, I'm in my car at work and it is 7 o'clock and it is like the middle of the night, it looks like out here, and I'm, as usual, the first one here. Anyway, I don't feel like I did a very good job explaining the whole thing about Fear Trails that we went to at Amelia Island, because getting out of the parking lot was really hard. But I just in the last few days have seen a lot of reviews of this particular thing to the effect of like, oh, it wasn't scary because there weren't scares every 5 seconds. Well, that's not a bad thing to me. I don't need somebody jumping out every 3 seconds. Like, I liked walking through the woods and the tension would build and then you'd like come up upon scenes. That worked for me. Now, I will say that my favorite part, and I did touch on this a little bit, was there were like different sections. There was one like longer trek in the middle. There was a short one at the beginning. Then you went inside what they called the mill, which was like a old shed thing. It was kind of like an inside haunt, and it was really foggy, and they were like, we need you to get in the coffin or something like that. I don't know. It was really foggy and disorienting, so that was fun. But the last section was called the campground, and they actually had like a bunch of tents and zombie people at this campground, and you had to walk into like this giant tent at one point, and that was pretty cool. They had that laser effect that I've seen in a lot of local haunts where it looks like you're in water, in fog up to your waist, and you can't see, and then they pop up and get you. So that was really cool. That was my favorite part. But, and the biggest but about this whole thing, say what you want about there not being enough scares. This was this event's first year here, and I don't think it was bad for a first year. I think there could have been there could have been some more scares, but it did work for me. And we also went early, so maybe people weren't like in their groove yet. The biggest takeaway was that they went out of their way to tell us that people weren't going to be close to you. They were going to be 6 feet away, and there were definitely a few times that people were in our faces. I wore a mask for a large portion of it. The longer trek I didn't, because they weren't getting close to us in that one. But that is like the biggest thing. It's like we went to this because it was outside and they weren't supposed to get in our face. So I've been a little paranoid, but all things considered, not a bad experience. I would go back to it again if they were to do it another year. This is really the only haunted thing I've gotten to do this year, aside from where I'll be going on Halloween, so that will be something exciting. But yeah, Fear Trails was good. I hope they do it another year, and I can't wait to see if the world gets any better so we can do more haunts next year.